This is how I set up my Zoom meetings in Canvas. Just a word of caution, if you have several different courses and you have them all open in different tabs, setting up, for example, 4 different Zoom rooms, apparently Canvas does not like that. I just have the one course open and I'm going to set it up for my For You bio. So I just hit schedule meeting and I'm going to keep the topic matches to my Canvas course page name. My first lesson is going to be tomorrow at 12:35 to 1:55. I just realized that you can manually set the time instead of hitting the drop down. So for example, my chemistry is actually at 12:35, so I can just type that in. And then if I choose the hour and 15 minutes, it will populate properly in the calendar. If I view the calendar, it shows up properly with the correct time. So 10:40 to 11:55, I set the meeting for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And this is a recurring meeting. And I choose weekly so that I can set the dates or the days, which will be Tuesday and Thursday. And the end date, I'm just going to choose the end of the semester. In terms of the video, I want to leave it off and then I will turn it on when I enter into the room. You want to choose that for your participants as well. And as they said in the meeting, just have both enabled in case somebody has difficulty. I don't click this. If you enable the waiting room, then you have to manually then let people in. This is what the waiting room looks like in Zoom. Just click admit to allow students to enter. If you miss that notification, open the participants pod and choose admit manually. I don't choose record the meeting automatically because if I happen to go into a Zoom room, it will start recording. I just press the record button when I get in there. And I want to hit save now. Apparently, if you want your meetings to show up in the calendar for students, then you have to add it to your own calendar. I completed a test with my For You bio and it did show up. However, after my college bio, when I set up the meeting and hadn't added to the calendar, it did not pre-populate. So just click Google Calendar. And I did sign into this account. I hit allow. And I just hit save. And now you can see I have my bio college prep as well as my university prep. So if I go into the student view, it shows their live lessons and when they're scheduled here in their to-do list or in the calendar. It shows the lessons that way. After I set up the meeting, there are a few more options in the Zoom app that you can decide to check or uncheck. So I just clicked on the app here and then I really just want to get to the website, but this is kind of one way to do it. So if I click edit here, it automatically opens my Zoom account that is online. So you can see everything here that was already set up. Apparently we don't have the option in terms of mute or enable waiting room. That's locked by admin. So I just noticed that. But anyway, this is what I just set up. There are some other options here that I think are worth checking out. For example, I want to allow my students to be able to use the whiteboard, etc. So I just want to make sure that this is already on. Annotation, whiteboard, screen sharing, and that is pretty much all of the other options that I kind of care about. It looks like Bryce and Dan have set up the rest.